In this lecture, we are going to quickly build the login form for the system that we're developing. So we already have most of the components used in our register page. So I'm going to copy that and then come inside of login.blade.php, then paste it here. So this should now be login. Then this should be login form. For the login form, we want to include one more file here. So that will be for just normal error. So let's come here and say errors. So that will be inside of our partials folder. So that's partials.error. So we're checking if error is set, we display that error. So this error is actually different from our validation errors, okay? And then for the form, we want to submit to /login. We don't need the enc type here. So we want the username. So right here, let's update the placeholder to say username or email, because we are going to allow for the users to log in with their email or their username. Then we need the password. We don't need the avatar, so we need the remember me checkbox now. So what we are going to do is just go over again to the Bootstrap site and then grab the one for the checkbox. So let's come back here. And then right here, we want to make few changes. I'm going to get rid of the ID and then just move this input class to be inside of the label. So we want to paste it here, move this up, then we can actually get rid of this. So we want to put a name here called remember me. So that will be remember. Type is checkbox, and then the value should be remember me. Okay, so let's do a reload on the browser. So this should be /login, or we can actually just click on it from here. Okay, so the link that we specified here is wrong. So the login link is not correct there. So let's just say login. Now we have our login form right here. So let's quickly update that link. So let's come inside of nav.blade.php. Then this should be /login. So the last thing that we want to do before we wrap up this lecture is to actually protect our form against cross-site request forgery. So this is a feature that is inbuilt into the Legato framework. So let's attempt to submit the form. Let's just see what happens when we submit the form. So we get a 404 because we don't have the post page. So inside of routes.php, I'm going to grab this. And then I'm going to change this to post. And then here we are just going to die and dump form submitted. Then let's change the name to the actual login. So this is our actual login action. So let's show the form again. Let's submit the form. And here we get CSRF token validation failed. So this is because the Legato framework will not allow you to actually submit a form if you have not provided a token. So the token can be generated using functions provided by the framework. So in the next lecture, we are going to talk about CSRF token validation for Legato framework, and then we're going to update our forms to be compliant.